As for me, I am tormented with an everlasting itch for things remote. I love to sail forbidden seas and land on barbarous coast. Herman Melville. I use this quote because in the early 1500s, Juan Ponce de Leon sailed from Spain over with Christopher Columbus on his second voyage. When they arrived, they departed ways. Juan Ponce de Leon traveled with other Spaniards to an island where they were told they could find a fountain of youth. However, they did not find a fountain of youth, but they did discover skeletal remains of Native Americans. They also found that there were old settlers there who weren't very fond of their presence. They drove them away, forcing them further south after a bloody battle between them and Juan Ponce de Leon and the Spaniards. Unfortunately, Juan Ponce de Leon and some Spaniards were defeated and lost their lives. After the Revolutionary War, the English gave the island over to the Spaniards. The Spaniards referred to the island as the Norte de Havana and provided a licensing for a fishing license to the Cubans and Bahamians so that they could survive and feed their families. The island was later given to Spaniard Juan Pablo Salas. Unfortunately, he was not able to create or maintain the island the way that he would have liked to. He sold the island over to Englishman John Symington. John Symington was a very smart man, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do with the island. He divided the island up into 4 different parts, selling 3 of the pieces of island to fellow businessmen, and he kept 1 for himself, naming it Key West. Later, he contacted the United States Navy and proposed a business opportunity to them so that they could base the base of operations of the Navy in Key West. Well, the Navy was very fond of this opportunity and took advantage of it. The citizens of Key West noticed that when they noticed when ships would come in, they couldn't withstand the storm and they would likely lose cargo off of their ships. They took advantage of the cargo and sold it for themselves, which was established as a wrecking and salvaging business in Key West. In the year 1828 to 1850, because of the wrecking and salvaging business, Key West was named the richest city in the United States. The cigar trade got word of what was going on in the Keys and decided to travel to Key West to get their cigar business started. After the Cuban Revolution, they decided to take thousands of workers with them to Key West to start flourishing their business, and Key West only had 1 factory that they worked out of, which in turn became a lucrative business and grew the city as well. In 1896, battleship USS Maine sailed to Key West. Maine was dispatched to Cuba to support the American business interest. On February 15, 1889, the ship exploded from the cause of Spain. Spain and the United States went to war, and the United States gained their independence from Spain, along with the islands, all of the Keys, Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippine Islands. The Navy grew by the 1930s and provided many civilian jobs to the citizens of Key West. From there, the city was rebuilt and more people were flourishing in the city. Today, as it was in the 1500s, Key West is still known as one of the top tourist cities in the United States. Thank you.